Hi and welcome to shoulder impingement training. We will always do one exercise against shoulder impingement. And then I'm going to read from here something to permeability. I try to learn and understand it. And the third thing, participating in the exercises is at your own risk. Let's start with the first exercise, just shoulder circuits to get warm. We are going back with shoulders, up and front and down. Back, up and front and down. And the last one of this forward shoulder circuits, and now backwards shoulder circuits. So in front, up, back, and down. And last time, and then we move on directly with the first exercise. Very similar. Now we're having long arms, now bend in the elbow and the hands to fists. We are tall up, and we are bringing the shoulders back as far as we can bring them back. Now we're trying to come further back with the shoulders while we're lifting them up. Now try to lift the shoulders higher while you bring them in front. Try to bring the shoulders further in front while you bring them down. Now try to bring them further down while you bring them back. Now further back while you lift them up. Now try to bring them higher up while you bring them in front. Try to bring them further in front while you bring them down. All this with effort. And we're changing direction. Try to come further in front while you lift them up. Try to come further up while you bring them back. Try to bring them further back while you bring them down. Try to come further down while you bring them in front. Try to come further in front while you lift them up. Now try to bring them further back while you bring them back. And the last one, try to bring them further back while you bring them down. Try to bring them further down while you bring them in front. And in front while you lift them up. And the last time, try to bring them high up while you bring them back. Now to permeability. Permeability has something to do with fluid mechanics. So fluid mechanics is some business which exists, fluid mechanics. And the permeability is a part of it. The permeability says something about a material. Okay, it seems superficial, but it's not. There are materials, different types of materials. And our permeability says something how that material is, something about that material. There are many things a material can be, and one of these things, how that material is, maybe the color, maybe how hard it is, maybe whatever. But one of the things which could be said about a material is the permeability. Next exercise. We're having the legs standing wide apart. We're going a bit into the knees. We're hinging forward with a straight back. We're letting the arms hang. And we're bringing the scapulas together, and we are really pressing them together. And don't bring the shoulders up to the ears, but more down, and press the scapulas together with effort. We want to train the back muscles with this exercise. I've been training the control of scapulas. And now make fists, and we're lifting the arms in. You try still to pinch the scapulas together. Now relax the arms and the scapulas. And another round. Between the knees, hinge forward with a straight back, let the arms hang, and pinch the scapulas together with effort. Now make fists with the hands, and lift the arms up, and pinch the scapulas together. And relax it well. Permeability is something out of fluid mechanics, and it says something about materials. Some materials like beton are waterproof. Water does not flow through them. So there are materials for which water does not flow. There are materials for which water flows, like cloth, and there are materials for which water does not flow, plastic or beton or something like that. The next exercise. Again, the legs are standing wide apart. We're going into the knees, we're hinging forward, this time with a round leg. We're letting the arms hang. Now we're turning the arms to the inside, and we're lifting the arms high up, and we're bringing the arms together. Now we're straightening slowly up the back, and we're bringing the scapulas down to the inside, while we're lifting the arms high up and bringing them to the inside. So, bring the arms high up to the inside, scapulas down to the inside. And with the arms up to the inside, scapulas down to the inside. Now release it. And a second and final time. A bit into the knees, and forward, around back, let the arms hang, turn the arms to the inside, let the arms high up to the inside. We're straightening up, we bring the scapulas down to the inside, the arms high up to the inside, scapulas down to the inside. And releasing it. There are a bunch of different materials, and some of them downright waterproven. And our permeability, however it is pronounced, permeability says something about materials, and the whole time there's talk about how waterproof materials are. Some are very waterproof, and that means others are not so much waterproof. That would be something to describe over a material. We can describe how heavy it is, what color it has, and it seems to be possible to describe how waterproof something is. And that thing is about permeability. Some materials, like the soil of the earth or sand, only are slowing water down, but water flows slowly through it. Here we have examples. Soil of the earth, so soil, and sand let water through. Through sand, water flows through. Slowly, but it flows through. Through beton, not. At a wall, water stops, but through sand, it flows through. The next exercise. Now, we are bringing the arms up, and we are concentrating just on the scapulas. They are perfectly opening up and letting the arms move to the top. If that exercise hurts, or any other exercise hurts, then don't do it. You're making it worse, not better. Lift the arms up, and just think about the scapulas, how we are opening and making room for the arm to cover. And another time, just think about the scapulas, how we are moving and making space for the arms to come. And the last time, just think about the scapulas, how we're making ways so that arms can come up. And now a very similar exercise, the arms to the outside, we bring the arms in front, and just think about the scapulas, how we're moving back over the rib cage, and maybe pinching together if you like to, and how we're coming in front, around of the rib cage. So how we're moving over the rib cage, back together now, and how we're moving over the rib cage to the side back almost. So that we're always following the arm, and are always giving a perfect socket for the arm. And that was the last time. The permeability is the name for the measurement how much and how easy water flows through material like rock, stone, soil, or sands. The permeability says how easy water, but also other fluids and even gases, move or flow through material. Let's concentrate on the water first. So the permeability says how easy water flows through a stuff. How fast flows water through a bunch of rocks, a bunch of stones, a bunch of sand, or wall, or some solid granite or something. The permeability says how easy water flows through it. And the next indicator, next thing, not only water, but any other fluid and even gases. Gases also can move through materials. And the permeability says how fast, how easy, or another way expressed, how great the ability of a material is to let fluids and gases flow through it. The next exercise. Now, let's just, yes, I don't know, I know, I do know it. We will lift that. So, we're bringing the scapulas back together, we're making fists with the hands and straight and long arms, we're turning the arms to the inside. So turn the arms to the inside, the scapulas down to the inside. And on the chest a bit to sky. Scapula, not changing directly. The arms to the outside, and the scapulas down to the inside, the chest a bit to sky. And with all under pressure, so turn the arms to the outside, scapulas down to the inside. And changing. The arms to the inside, scapulas down to the inside, chest a little bit to the sky. And the last time change. The arms to the outside, scapulas down to the inside. And the siblings exercise. The arms to the outside, the fists a little bit in front. We're turning the arms in front, scapulas down to the inside. With all under pressure, the arms in front, scapulas down to the inside. And changing the arms back, scapula is up and in front. Arms back, scapula is up and in front. And rotating. The arms in front, scapula is down to the inside. And the last time changing, the arms back, scapula is up and in front. How easy fluid or gas goes through a material depends on the porosity of it and also what form these pores have, how they are connected. So how easy it goes through it depends on the pores in the material, so where the holes are and also what form these holes are. So if they are wet form or whatever. So how easy water goes through it, how high the permeability is, depends on the pores in the material and the form of the pores. Next exercise, the shrug. We are bringing again the arms up and we're shrugging the shoulders up and releasing it all again and again. If it hurts, this exercise we don't do. Bring the arms up and shrug the shoulders up and release it all again. And another time. Bring the arms up, shrug the shoulders up. And release it all again. And one last time. The arms up. Shoulders up. And release it all again. The next exercise. If you don't have a sock, you can also use a tennis ball or something. Have it on the outside and let it fall. And try to catch it again. And you try to have a straight arm while you do so. And moving slowly in the front. Side. The advantage of a sock is that if you drop it, it is very quiet. And the last exercise. Now, yes, the last. Last, the pretzel curl. Having both arms in front of us. Going down to the outside, and we're just concentrating on the scapular movement. We're just concentrating and trying to consciously observe how the scapulas are moving. Just for one time, let the scapulas not be some secondary bone or something, but that we're consciously thinking, how are they moving? Because the scapula is the problem of shoulder impingement. And we're just closing, and we're done with shoulder impingement training. The problem of shoulder impingement is that the shoulder is too much in front, and when the arm comes up, it is here impinged. So the scapula has to come down. So we need to have control of the scapula, but it goes back and the arm can come up. So we're training the muscles, so there's strength in that direction, and we're also trying to get a sense for it. Now the arm in front. That shoulder stays back and we're stretching a bit in front. And the other arm in front, that shoulder stays back. And back to permeability, around a minute left. Henry Darcy described how letting water run through sand helps to make it more potable. Water can be potable, and potable means drinkable. So Henry Darcy described how letting water filter through sand cleans the water and makes it better drinkable. Henry Darcy described that he lived, I don't know it exactly, 1800 something, from 1801 or something to 1858. And he described how if water runs through sand, that makes it cleaner. And it is important because the permeability, which is how easy fluid or gas moves through a material, is measured in Darcy and millidarcy, in honor to Henry Darcy. So there's no example, I don't know how it's been said, if it's 1 Darcy, or if 1 Darcy is the total amount, if it can't get higher than 1 Darcy or something like that. Whatever, it is measured in Darcy and millidarcy. How easy the permeability is, how the permeability is, and that is how easy fluid or gases can move through a material. I thank you very much, and until next time.